Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Davina's Faith. It's Davina here, and today is the start of a new series. I decided to come up with a series or whatever, entering a new season. So I feel like that could start this series. Plus, you know, I'm still working with dreams, but I just felt like doing something new on my channel too. That goes along with my calling. So I wanted to start a marriage series. I'm not married yet, but I just want to talk about some basics of marriage and different things that we need to know before we get married. And I am married. I don't know when that's going to be. I will be able to like go from a married woman's standpoint, but I just feel in my heart to do this. So I will be filming 2 videos today, so you'll see me wear this same outfit. Today's actually my birthday. I just turned 31. I might still look like a baby, but yeah, I'm 31 years old. Didn't do anything special today, but since I was here at work and I took pictures and stuff just to make myself feel special, I try for the most part to make myself feel special every year. Okay guys, so the first video that I'm filming, which is this, is the qualities of a husband. So I'm going to go over a few things that I feel like are qualities that every woman should look for in a husband. So you might have other things added, but I feel like every woman should have these if you want to have a good husband. And of course, you have husbands that are ordained by God, but we still have to look for the fruit too. We have to examine the person too for ourselves. And plus, some people, you know, they might not be there all the way yet when you first meet them or get with them. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in the second video. But I have my notes, and these are the necessary qualities in a husband. It may be more that every woman should have, but these are the ones that came to my mind first. And also, like I said, there might be some other ones. It might be some qualities that you need in a husband because of, like, you know, how you are, how you operate, your thought process, all those things. There's different people for those reasons, but I feel like these are for like every woman. Every woman should want to have some of these, and maybe your husband or your future husband might not have these yet, but they should develop them over time. So I have man of faith. So not everybody will be exactly a man of faith. I know this could be controversial. Like, some people feel like they have to be saved already, they have to be delivered already. You want that, but not all the time. When you meet someone or meet the person that God has for you, they will have it all together, or that they will already be a person of faith. But this is for women looking, you know, seeking for qualities in a husband. So husband material, they might not all be a man of faith yet, speaking of God, or know about the Bible, or even saved, like a Christian. They may have been to church before in the past, or, you know, had experiences maybe, but they decided that they didn't want a part of that. It might be like that in the beginning, and then, you know, that person decides that they want to know about God and all of that. But for a husband, if you move into the stage of marriage, he should be that before y'all get married, I believe. Now, some people, they already married their husband and they wasn't saved. Neither one of y'all was saved, or you was the one that was saved and he wasn't saved, and y'all married together now. Then you have to work it out, of course. And then that's another video, whatever. And there's other married women that could talk about that. But yeah, I'm not talking about that if y'all was already married and he wasn't saved or whatever. But this video, marriage series, is going to be for the women that are looking to get married, that are believing God for a mate in this season, or believing that God has already showed them their husband. I just want to give some encouragement and give some details on what to look for. So yeah, man of faith is #1. So he should be a man of faith, or eventually become a man of faith. If you're talking to the person and and you don't see any improvement, then you might want to, like, you know, for it. But you should always seek God. God will lead you into what you should do, and if you should continue to see the person, or if he might even lead you to just, you might not even have been thinking about a person, and then he leads you to somebody, and you might be like, why would God lead me to this person? But hey, that's another video too. So man of faith is #1, and I'll just explain everything from that. Provider. So another quality that every man should be is a provider. So there's different ways to be a provider. It's not just financially. Of course, most women do want a man that's going to be financially stable, or that's going to be able to provide financially, but it's other ways to provide besides that. You can provide comfort to her. You can provide security in other ways. You can provide trust. You can provide a home. All those things. There's so many different ways that a man can be a provider, but he definitely should be a provider if he's going to be your husband, if he's going to be your future husband. Do you see that fruit that he's a provider? Has he done anything to show you that he'll be a provider? Another one is monogamous. So if you're a woman of God, you should want a man that wants to only be with you, and that's only going to be married to you, like while you're married. Of course, we pray that we stay married forever, to death do us part. So yeah, you want a man that's monogamous, and you're going to be monogamous too. So that means that he's only courting you. He's like, of course, when you first talk to somebody, maybe they might talk to somebody else, and then, but once you guys come to an agreement that you guys only want to date one another, that's monogamous. So it should eventually come to the point of that. It's just both of y'all dating each other, and then y'all get engaged, and then y'all get married if it's the one. And that person should be monogamous, not dating anybody else. And then, of course, you don't want a cheater, so they shouldn't be dating anybody else. They shouldn't be cheating on you during the relationship, the engagement, or the marriage. Some people may have made mistakes, and then some people, you know, get forgiveness and they move on. But you want somebody that's going to be monogamous. And of course, nobody has a perfect record. So another one is non-abusive. So this is a big one. Nobody should have anybody that's abusive. And to me, it might not exactly say it in the Bible, but I feel like somebody's being very abusive to you, that's grounds for leaving. So yeah, you don't want somebody that's abusive. And then there's all types of abuse. Of course, we know physical abuse. You shouldn't be getting beat by a man. I can't say that nobody won't make a mistake on something. And I'm not even going to go into detail of this because this is a very touchy topic. But you shouldn't have a man abusing you physically. You shouldn't have a man abusing you mentally or verbally or emotionally. Sometimes spouses, they can go to emotional abuse. You know, they may be hurt of something or mad or something and do something spiteful and hurt the other spouse or whatever. And that can be considered emotional abuse. And you could be God ordained and everything. But some people have very toxic ways, and they need to get delivered from that before you get married. You definitely shouldn't be with anybody that's abusive. If they physically abusive, then no, especially. If they might deal with doing a little emotional abuse, you need to watch out for that. And they need to be delivered from that. Okay, another one goes hand in hand with monogamous. They should not be a womanizer. So yeah, you do not want a womanizer, a guy that's going to be fantasizing about all different types of women or wants to get in bed with different women, and that's not going to be faithful to you. You want somebody that's going to have eyes for you. That's what I prayed for years. I just want somebody that's going to have eyes for me. I can't say that you're not going to think somebody else is beautiful. That's fine. You know, we have eyes, but you shouldn't be lusting over someone else or desiring to be for anybody else, or feel like you got to have more than one woman. You do not want a womanizer, and you want somebody that's going to be monogamous, and you want to be monogamous as well. You want to do the same thing. Here's another one. Is a non-pedophile rapist, a pervert. I prayed against this too for years. I knew, you know, certain people have different background stories or whatever, but I knew that I do not want a rapist, a pedophile, pervert, anything along these lines of unfaithfulness and doing perverse things. I do not want that. Now, your man of God, he could have been addicted to pornography or something like that, like Kurt Franklin was, but I'm talking about, you don't desire that, but he could come with that type of baggage. But you don't want somebody that's a rapist, somebody that will rape someone, like rape a woman on the street, rape a family member to you or to them, anybody like that. You don't want anybody that's a pervert, like a womanizer, looking at all these different women, children, girls. You don't want a pedophile, somebody that's nasty and desire little kids. It's so many things to watch out for, but you don't want these things. I mean, sometimes you might not be able to notice these things, but these are things that you can add to your prayers, praying against that. That you won't be attracted to a man that has that attached to them, whether you see it or not, and that you're praying against it from your future husband, that he doesn't have any of these qualities and that it won't be in him. One of the videos that I'm doing is a prayer video. Well, yeah, it's a prayer video, and we'll have 2 different prayers in it, and that's coming up soon. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on the list. Another thing that you want to have, a quality, this is a good quality that you want your husband to have, is trusting. You want to be able to trust him. Now, sometimes you might feel like you can't trust somebody because it's your own personal reasons, whatever, because you've been hurt in the past. I can relate to that. But he should show different things, a different fruit, to prove that he's trustworthy, and you should be building more trust. So yeah, you want somebody that you can trust and that he's trusting. Like, he's showing different characteristics that shows that you can trust him in different situations, that you can trust him if he's been presented in this way. You know, you want to just be able to trust the person. Okay, so the next quality that you definitely want to have in a husband is a leader. So you definitely want your husband to have leadership skills. Now, every man is different. Some guys may be reserved or quiet, or you know, not super out there, but he has to have some type of leader skills, you know, because he will be the leader of the household, you know. So you want that in a husband. So you want to look out for those. He might not be like somebody that's all out there, like, oh my God, he's such a leader, like that, like, oh, he's TD Jakes, or, you know, somebody that's like super popular or all out there. He should be leading. So you want, because he is going to be, after God, he's going to be next. So he is first in your life besides God, and he hears from God, and then you know, you submit to him. So you want to be able to make sure that you trust him and that you trust his leadership, because you have to follow him, and you have to serve him and all of those things. So you have to see if he has leadership skills, like is he going to make good decisions. Got to make sure he's a good leader. So you guys, that wraps up the first video for the marriage series, necessary qualities of a husband. I hope that you enjoyed and that it inspired you. And if you have any other qualities that you believe are necessary for every woman, you can leave it down in the comments below. I know certain things were a little bit touchy or whatever, so I didn't go into great detail about it, but yeah, those are things I believe are necessary. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe for more like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.